Hey everybody, I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Orro Reports. Now, I understand that June is almost over, and for today's episode, I want to take you back to something that I haven't talked about for almost 2 years now. My Little Pony Generation 5. Again. If you may recall, I did a blog on the new Generation movie from Netflix, and I really thought it was handled pretty well due to the story, the new characters, the voice acting, and the songs. And while I'm sad that Friendship is Magic has been concluded since 2019, and I'm still waiting for DVD releases for seasons 8, 9, Best Gift Ever, and Rainbow Road Trip, a new generation has brought back a lot of fond memories. Also, not long after the film was streamed, two animated series were made. One was My Little Pony Tell Your Tale, which showed Sunny and her friends in 2D animation, and to me, it's okay, but it doesn't feel the same as Friendship is Magic, Equestria Girls, or A New Generation. And the second series was My Little Pony Make Your Mark, which in my opinion is a very charming, fun, and adventurous series. And what I'll be vlogging today is the special where Make Your Mark began. But how does it hold up today? Well, let's find out. Released on Netflix on May 26, 2022, the special is, well, My Little Pony Make Your Mark. And now, let's start with the plot of the special. The three pony kinds of Equestria now live together in harmony. However, Earth ponies still lack magic, and some dislike the return of magic and find it unfair. Plus, Sunny Star Scout struggles to control her alicorn transformation. During the Maritime Bay Day Festival, glitches in the magic and the discontent of Earth ponies compound on each other. As the ponies argue, their discord causes a storm to brew, the Pegasi and unicorns lose their magical powers, the Earth ponies' hooves become stuck, and a void forms in the ground. Fortunately, Sunny is able to transform into an alicorn and flies into the void to rescue the ponies who fell in. And the unicorns and Pegasi help the Earth ponies regain mobility. Their unity causes magic to restabilize. The Earth ponies now have magic of their own and can manipulate plants, and Hitch Trailblazer discovers that he can now communicate with animals. And the large egg that he found hatches into a baby dragon named Sparky. Also, Queen Haven allows Zip to stay in Maritime Bay to follow her own pursuits instead of returning to Zephyr Heights for royal duties. So, what do I think? Well, to me, like A New Generation, this was a pretty good special, and it was a decent start for the Netflix series. And to further explain what I mean, let's move on to Mustang Notes. Now, as I said a couple years ago, in 2019, when My Little Pony Friendship is Magic concluded and closed that chapter of pony history, Hasbro began working on a fifth incarnation. To fit Generation Alpha's higher emotional intelligence, Entertainment One Vice President Emily Thompson stated more peer groups would be represented in the core cast. For example, the main character Sunny Star Scout is an activist working to make the pony world a better place. When the development began, My Little Pony aimed to expand the namesake franchise's world rather than create a new one, unlike the previous incarnations. Like Friendship is Magic, the series is set in Equestria. However, the fifth incarnation is set in after the events of the series, focusing on different ponies and unexplored parts of Equestria. For Hasbro, this gave them the opportunity to include Easter eggs from the previous incarnations. In February 2021, it was revealed that a computer animated series had been greenlit for Netflix in 2022 as a follow-up to the My Little Pony A New Generation movie. Atomic Cartoons stated in May 2021 that it would be producing the My Little Pony series, and its parent company, Thunderbird Entertainment, disclosed later that year that 27 episodes were in the Atomic Cartoons production pipeline. After the release of A New Generation on September 24, 2021, the title My Little Pony Make Your Mark, as well as the amount of content planned for 2022, was revealed by Entertainment One in a press release on February 17, 2022. As for the animation, well, while it doesn't technically have the same quality as A New Generation, I think it's pretty good. Plus, I really like what the special features. For example, not only does it mainly take place at Maritime Bay, but I also like that Sunny's lighthouse is now a crystal bright house. And she also lets her friends stay with her there. Also, I find it pretty interesting that at the end of the special, Earth ponies receive their own kind of magic, the ability to make plants grow. As for the story, well, it still features a bit of prejudice due to several ponies not being used to magic returning to Equestria. Plus, some plot points kind of make me think of a couple episodes from Friendship is Magic, like a Canterlot wedding, due to Sunny and the others not listening to Zip due to them getting caught up in planning the Maritime Bay Day Festival, and Lesson Zero due to Zip making a big fuss and her sister Pip disregarding it as something that may not be much of a big deal. Now, what would be My Little Pony without memorable and catchy songs? And to me, the two songs featured in this special are no exception. For example, there's the opening theme song, Let's Make Our Mark Together, which I find is a really catchy tune that makes you want to jump up and dance. And there's also Everything Is Gonna Be Okay, performed by Princess Pip Petals and her main melody co-workers, Jazz Hooves and Rocky Riff. And in my opinion, like Glowing Up, this is a really groovy song, and the lyrics are absolutely optimistic. And now, let's move on to the characters and the voice actors. And I must give you a heads up that the main five have been replaced by different voice actors. Do they do a good job? Let's take a look. The leader of the main five, Sunny Star Scout, is voiced by Jenna Warren. To me, Sunny is still an optimistic and bright-eyed pony, and she makes a great successor to Princess Twilight Sparkle. Plus, I like that she has the ability to transform into an alicorn and reuniting all pony kind. However, during this special, Sunny is having a hard time controlling her alicorn form, often transforming without meaning to. And when tensions start to build between the three races, Sunny, along with her friends, must work together to ensure that they all are included in the upcoming Maritime Bay Day celebration. Also, when tensions really reach their boiling point and magic goes haywire, as a result, Sunny finally manages to intentionally access her alicorn form in order to save Posy and Windy. Next is Izzy Moonbow, voiced by Anna Sunny, whom was in The Seventh Dwarf. Like Pinkie Pie, Izzy is a very friendly, excitable, and open-minded unicorn, and she treats nearly every situation with enthusiasm and cheerfulness. And in my opinion, I think she's very creative, and I like that she loves doing arts and crafts through an art that she calls unicycling, which is short for unicorn upcycling. Also, during this special, I like that Izzy helps with the preparations for the Maritime Bay Day Festival and repairs Sunny's childhood lantern as a surprise gift. Next we come to Sheriff Hitch Trailblazer, voiced by J.J. Gerber. Like in A New Generation, Hitch is a very responsible and dutiful sheriff who takes his responsibilities very seriously, sometimes to the point of arrogance and overconfidence. During this special, Hitch struggles to keep the peace when Earth Pony resentment towards Pegasi and Unicorn start to build up. Later in the special, he finds an egg washed up on the beach and he elects to take care of it. Plus, he helps his friends with preparations for the Maritime Bay Day Festival in hopes of reuniting the tribes. After the crisis is resolved and the magic is stabilized, Hitch finds that he is now able to communicate with his animal friends. Next up is Princess Zip Storm, voiced by Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, whom I remember as Priya from Pixar's Turning Red. In my eyes, like Rainbow Dash, Zip is still a fearless and independent thrill seeker. Plus, she is defiant of her royal lineage and responsibilities, and she prefers to engage in athletic and high-flying activities. Also, during this special, Zip struggles with being heir to the throne of Zephyr Heights, and she has trouble deciding what she really wants to do with her life. Also to note, I like that Zip shows some very interesting detective skills, like when she notices strange occurrences surrounding the pony's magic, and she investigates their cause. Also, I find it pretty interesting that Maitreyi had been immediately on board with the project upon knowing that it was My Little Pony, having previously been a fan of animation such as Pixar films and the Friendship is Magic series. Next is her sister, Princess Pip Petals, voiced by A.J. Bridle. Like in the new generation, Pip is portrayed as a pony who loves to sing and perform, and she regularly engages with her adoring fans, the Pipsqueaks, on social media. And I find her still to be pretty similar to Rarity. During this special, Pip takes part in preparations for the Maritime Bay Day Festival by writing a new anthem for the holiday. However, when Zip believes that something is wrong with the magic, Pip initially believes that she is worrying over nothing. After the crisis is resolved, Pip invites Posy to sing her new song with her. Next we come to the newest member of the group, Sparky Sparkaroni, vocalized by Rob Tinkler, whom was in the 2 Nutjob movies. During the special, Hitch finds Sparky's egg buried in the sand on the beach of Maritime Bay and takes it back to his office to care for it, hoping to locate the creature that it belongs to. When peace is restored between the ponies, Sparky promptly hatches from his egg and quickly bonds with Hitch. In my opinion, as a baby, Sparky is very curious and sometimes gets himself into trouble. However, he appears to have a good judgment of character. Plus, due to him being a dragon, he's very similar to Twilight's son, Spike. The last character to talk about is Posy Bloom, voiced by Kimberly-Ann Truong. In my opinion, Posy is a snobbish, uptight, overcritical, and short-tempered pony, and unlike the main 5 and most other ponies of Equestria, Posy initially does not accept the return of magic to Equestria and the union between Earth ponies, unicorns, and Pegasi. She makes it very clear that she wishes that magic never returned, and she even convinces some other Earth ponies of her way of thinking. Near the end of the special, however, she expresses remorse for her behavior, and she admits that she felt left out because unicorns and Pegasi got magic while Earth ponies didn't yet. And now on to my final words. Overall, My Little Pony Make Your Mark is a pretty decent special to start off the Gen 5 Netflix series, and it's a fun experience not only for pony fans, but also for the whole family. The animation is decent, the new voice actors do a terrific job, and the songs are absolutely catchy to listen to. Plus, not only do I recommend you folks to watch this special, but also the whole series too. And believe me, you and your children will have an absolute fun time watching it. I give this special an 82% out of 100. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to join me for my next blog, Mustang Power. Oh, and hoof to heart.